Okay, I know you see the title. I'm getting straight into it. Now, I know you heard the Pink Tape. If you haven't, go listen to the Pink Tape, man. I know it's 26 songs long. Pause.
26 songs?
And yes, I said 26. Just the fact you had to listen to 26 songs already drops the album a point. We all know we want to hear 15 to 17 song albums, man. Not no 26. But that's besides the point. Let's talk about how Lil Uzi, how Uzi's tape was, the Pink Tape. Now, if you got to listen to the album, you already know it was like an experimental album. It was more like heavy metal and rock inspired. But boy, I hope Lil Uzi never get inspired again, my boy. Cause this Pink Tape, this album, whatever it is, 3 years for this Uzi. 3 years. I had to listen to this man screaming both my AirPods closely for 26 songs. 26 songs I had to hear him all up in my ear, bro. I apologize all AirPod users. I don't want to take out through that again. Like, I respect an experimental album as much as the next guy, okay? But 3 years, Uzi, 3 years for an experimental album, no, bro. Just no, Uzi. Like, we got artists like Tory Lanez that dropped the 80s album, Alone at Prom, and he didn't wait 3 years to drop it for his fans, you know what I'm saying? It was like a year span or like less than a year span. And we got artists like Drake, the biggest artist of this generation. He dropped Honestly Nevermind, like an experimental house album. It didn't really get the responses it needed, so I guess like that's not a good example, but he didn't make us wait 3 years, bro. Not 3 years. It was like a couple months or like a year. I don't know about y'all, like we knew the Rock album was coming because he had the spiky hair like 8 months ago, but that don't matter. You don't got the spiky hair now. You went from spiky hair to Leslie, and then you dropped the Rock album. Like, I would have preferred the Leslie album, but like a whole bunch of anime intros every song. I don't know, man.
I don't know. What?
Y'all get the point. Talking about this album getting me frustrated. It's just like 26 songs, and I kind of rate the album by how many songs I added to my playlist. Now, there's a couple good songs in there. I ain't gonna lie. Like, of course, that okay, pause. But like that was, I like the ad-libs in that, John. I like the ad-libs in that one heavy. And then he had another song called I Gotta Go or something like that. I like that song a lot too. Really, if I had to be honest with you, the bonus tracks were better than like the whole album to me. Like, the bonus tracks was hitting for me. Some of the Rock songs, okay, hold on. Let me talk about that Nicki Minaj feature, because we gotta talk about that. That Nicki Minaj feature, that John was like, I ain't gonna say the feature was mid, but the whole song was kind of mid. I ain't gonna cap. Why did Uzi choose to throw Nicki Minaj on a rock metal album, experimental album? I really just don't know. Like, Uzi made a lot of bad decisions this album, I ain't gonna lie. I did hear Destroy Lonely and Jace worked on this album with him though, which I like a lot. And King Carson, I think I heard that. I don't know if my researches might be wrong, but I think that's a W that Uzi tapping in with the underground. So I don't want to hate on it too much, cause I like how the underground people collabed on it, you know. But back to the mid tape. So basically, bro, this album was not what I was looking for. You had 26 songs on the album, and you kind of shot like, you know, 10 for 26 or something around then. I don't know, but I added a couple of songs to my playlist. I ain't gonna lie. It was a couple of hitters on there. I ain't gonna lie. Some good beats. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm not saying I hated the metal songs or the rock songs. Like that Werewolf song, it wasn't that bad. Like, it's not my style. But like, I give everything a chance. And it was like, I was like, okay, it's a little, I can see how people would dig this. But me, it's probably not going on the playlist, but I can appreciate it. It wasn't a bad song. Like, it's probably a 7 out of 10 for a rock song. And then I think he had that song Fire Alarm with like a lot of samples and the beat was going crazy. Like, I like songs like that. I like the experimental songs, but at the same time, just because somebody's experimenting on an album does not mean it's not a bad album or it can't get like bad ratings. Just because you're experimenting doesn't mean it ain't a bad album. We can't discredit experimentation for quality, you know what I'm saying? We get it. Like Tory Lanez dropped, I know I keep talking about Tory Lanez, I'm sorry, I'm a big Tory Lanez fan. He dropped Alone at Prom, and that album was an 80s album out of Tory Lanez league. And that was like a 9 out of 10 to me. I ain't gonna lie. And a lot of people agree. It slapped. But yeah, the Pink Tape. So I gave it a 6.8 out of 10, like officially. Like, that's my official rating. Like, to me, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. It wasn't really mid. I don't keep calling it mid tape, but it wasn't really mid. It was like a little bit above mid, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I went into the album trying to force myself to like it because Uzi hasn't dropped like an album in so long. Like, we know he had Just Wanna Rock going crazy like a year ago or something like that. But like that old ad Jersey song, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Jersey. Everybody trying to steal Jersey culture. Well, Uzi from Philly, okay? So he got a pass. But the Jersey Club song, anybody can make a good Jersey Club song. You just gotta say random words over a Jersey Club beat, and it's probably gonna be a smash hit because people can shake their hips to it or whatever. But besides Just Wanna Rock, you know what I'm saying? That was a banger. Like, Uzi, we need some, like, bro, this album made me miss Love is Rage 2 Uzi so much. We need Love is Rage 3. So here's what we on today. Uzi said if we get this album to #1, because no rap album has hit #1 this year on the charts, which is kind of crazy. So Uzi said this. Uzi said if we can get Pink Tape to #1 on the charts, he'll drop another little something for us. Now, I don't know if he's talking about an album, a project, or a song. If he finesse us, if we get it to #1 and he drops a song, I might hit up JT, boy. I don't know what I'm going to do. But if he keeps his promise, well, I don't know if this album is going to hit #1. I think it's going to sell really good, but #1, I don't know, because a lot of mixed reviews in the album. Like, people don't love it downright. People don't hate it downright, but it's like mixed up in the air. Me, 6 point out of 10, solid. That's what I rated it, okay? So I'm probably not gonna run back this album. I don't really got Apple Music anyway, so my streams ain't gonna count. I'm streaming from YouTube. Well, YouTube streams do count, but yeah. Okay, so I'm not listening to the album crazy. I'm listening to those bonus tracks, okay? That's what I'm really listening to. But y'all get this album to #1 so I can see if Uzi keeps his promise. He give us like a little Love is Rage 3 out of 9. If he throw us a little Love is Rage 3, I'm gonna be happy because I waited 3 years for this, bro. All the Uzi fans, we waited 3 years for this. Like, I ain't want to wait 3 years for heavy metal. Like, what are we talking about, Uzi? I know Uzi be saying, like, I'm a rock star in his songs. Like, he be saying he a rock star all the time. But everybody say they a rock star in their songs. A Boogie said it before. A Boogie the farthest thing from a rock star, in my opinion. A Boogie really just like a melodic rapper, like a very singy rapper. Like, I love A Boogie. I love me some A Boogie, man. That's like my favorite rapper. But besides the point, pause. Moving on. Everybody be saying they a rock star, bro. Everybody says they rock star in these songs, and they don't make rock albums. Like, Lil Wayne said he was a rock star, dropped a rock album. Okay, well, Lil Wayne did drop a rock album, but that's not the point. We didn't want to wait 3 years for you to experiment, bro. Like, I love the experimentation. I love stepping out of the box. You want to be in the box, Uzi, but I need Love is Rage 3. I need it now. And if you don't give us Love is Rage 3 or whatever album you finna drop after we get mid-tape to #1, you better believe we're going to throw you in that same box as Young Thug and say your album is trash. We're just going to say it's downright trash. But back to Pink Tape, man. So the album, you know what I'm saying? Some people saying they like it. Some people saying they hate it. I'm like kind of in the middle somewhere. Like, it wasn't amazing. I was trying to force myself to like it because Uzi hasn't dropped in so long, and I just wanted to like add some Uzi to my playlist. And I did probably 5 songs to my playlist. But to be on my playlist, it gotta be like a hit song. It can't be like just a regular good song. Gotta be a hit song to be on my playlist. That's me. I'm bougie, you know what I'm saying? I'm bougie. But like, tell me how y'all feel about it in the comments, man. It was a disaster to me because it's like 3 years to experiment, and then like most people don't like heavy metal or rock. Like, it's kind of like you're trying to force your fans on the heavy metal and rock, which is amazing, I guess. Step outside of your box, explore different genres. Like me, I listen to a lot of things. Okay, I listen to like emo music sometimes, hip hop, not country. I can't say that, not country, but like I listen to a lot of different genres, hyper pop. Like I'm in a lot of things. Okay, so for me, I kind of could like see what he was doing, but the regular fans, I feel bad for them, man. The Uzi fans, I really feel bad for them. Cause say we don't get this album to #1, and then Uzi don't drop for another 3 years. We gotta wait another 3 years for some Love is Rage type of vibes, or like some just some top tier Uzi, man. Like, I don't know, man, but tell me how I feel in the comments about this album, man. The Pink Tape, the Mid Tape, whatever you want to call it, the Great Tape, whatever, man. And you know what I'm saying, just argue with me in the comments, man. I like arguing with people, but if you like the album, kudos to you, W Uzi fan. If you didn't like the album, yeah, understandable. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, man, that's how I feel about the Pink Tape album. I'm gonna go play the 3 songs I like off of it right now. Hopefully it doesn't scream in my AirPods, and I'm out.
I can't do this, baby, I can't do this. My bitch scared, why she sneaky like a newest? I'm on your, why this bitch done left me clueless? Stupid bitch, you foolin', I'ma leave her useless. She said no, I ain't seen, but then she turned into a Judas. This bitch don't speak no English, but in heartbreak she be fluent. Like, hold up, I might lose it. My new bitch, she the cutest. One day she my teacher, then the next day she the student.